really cool for me because I'm a massive fan. Kid Rock's here.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, you're over here at country, but it makes sense.
Yeah, it's I've been creatively confused for some time now, floating around here and there, and some people are happy about that, some people aren't. But you know, at the end of the day, I just kind of try to make whatever is inspiring me at the time, and you know, whatever music it.
My question would be that because listen, when I was in college radio, I was playing ball with a ball like crazy. How was it in your mind that you can transcend from just polar and still it all fit?
I mean, I think a lot of that was luck. It was just, I mean, because when I did that, from Ball with the Ball to that album, and then came with Picture, I remember the head of the record company at that time told me like that was probably going to kill my career. Like, what was the matter with me? And I remember I would sing it live, and people would stare at me like I was just crazy.
When you sing Picture live?
Yeah, before it really, you know, was a single and came out. And even when it was a single, it took forever to hit. We did a different version with Allison Moore that we cut down here. She cut down here in Nashville. You know, I did it with Sheryl Crow, and then that started to take off, sold 500,000 copies, and then a few stations played it, and it just took off. How? I don't know. I've never really gotten a lot of radio play. I've never been that guy. I've never had a number one song. You know, even all summer long, it went number one around the world, but never in America.
Oh,
I've never had number one song in America.
Oh, that's amazing.
It's just never. I don't know. It's not been my thing. I'm not. I respect the award shows. I get it. It's not been my thing. I'm not. You know, I know kind of how they work and what goes on in that world. And that's not a game I really chose to play.
You say you don't have any number ones, but you have platinum records.
Lots of them.
Right. So, like,
Yeah, but you would just assume.
just to counterpoint you, as you say, you don't have, but you have the fans number one, and when you sell platinum records, that's people buying music. That's
My whole thing's been live. Obviously, you have to make the records, and I think I've made some pretty good ones, some decent ones, and but it's been live where everything's happened. You know,
I've been to 3 Kid Rock shows. I love it. Like,
Thank you.
I mean, it's energy.
Dang, I need to go.
Yeah, you would like
No,
it.
I know. I'm already a Kid Rock fan. I'm already a fan. But at least I was like back. I mean, still like lawn standing. But I don't know. Would you ever picture me as like a big Kid? My name is Kid. Like, would you picture
Fits
me
you in
there?
somewhere.
Like, I am shocked right now that. I mean, you're not. That doesn't mean you're like struggling by any means. Not having a number one. Like Bobby made a good point.
Even Cowboy.
Wow, really?
Not even close.
What?
That was all big because of MTV. Really, that was, you know, the catalyst for me back then, because it gave an outlet for what I was doing, because there was nobody who was going to play a half country lick where I'm talking about a cowboy going out west in a modern day experience with heavy rock at the end. I mean, they would just tell me flat out, like, we have nowhere to play this. They didn't even know how to classify the record, which bin to put it in. Do we classify it as rock or rap? And a lot of people don't know a funny stat, which I like to brag about because it's just so, you know, out of left field, is if you factor in the record clubs, remember the buy 10 CDs for a penny type thing? Which
Yeah, like
is
the Columbia House.
Columbia House,
Yeah.
a big scam. They never reported those records. If you factor those in, I did about 2 million records there. Devil Without a Cause really was over 14 million copies. And they didn't know how to classify it. They classified it as a rap record. So technically I have the biggest selling rap album of all time.
Nice.
And I'm sitting here on your country show right now.
We like that.
Yeah, Kid Rock's here. Man. First time I heard the song, I was sitting in the office with Rod, our boss over here, and it was like, and we listened to it, and I was like, man, that fits. That's our people. That fits. But also this fits. Also, this fits. And sonically, they're not the same.
No.
Wait,
no.
that wasn't a number one?
It wasn't like 7 or 8 countries around the world.
But
Like,
not
that's
in
It's a
America.
funny
That
story
was the
because
jam.
there was this pop station that you got to, you know, kiss their ass to get the number one record at some level. It's out in L.A. and this, that, and the other. And I was like, I don't know. I was like, and I was talking to, I think it was Seacrest or somebody one morning out there, and I was like playing along a little bit, and I'm like, oh God, I feel so greasy right now. And they're like, well, you gotta like, you know, what do you think? And this, I had it out with this program director years before that. And I was like, okay. And I was thinking, I'm going to kill this right now because I'm about to say something very rude. And I was like, He's like, so what do you think? I heard you with the program director. I was like, I go, yeah, you can make my record #1 because I slept with his wife. And I didn't, of course.
Oh,
but
I was about to be like, what?
No, I didn't. But that pretty much killed the chance of a #1 record right there. All the radio people were just sitting in the other room like, oh. Like, we had a #1 record if you could have just shut up. And I'm like, yeah, I can't.
You feel sleazy about this appearance?
What's that?
You feel sleazy about this?
No, I was actually looking forward to this.
Oh,
and
good.
I don't know if you know how many radio things they do these days, but it's basically you and Howard Stern for this record.
Oh, wow, that's,
I appreciate
that's
that
nice.
because I'm a genuine fan.
Yeah, I could tell, and I like your show.
You have glasses. Are those real glasses?
Yeah,
I'm always
bifocals. Well, they
curious-
see up and down. I can see here regular, but here's when I got to read close.
Does that
I
mean-
got to read the menu. Jeff Ruby's. I'm like, yeah.
Does that mean you're getting older? Has it always been that way? Because I'm
getting older. There's no question. After we did all these string of shows in Detroit, like Grandpa's hip hurt.
You did? What'd you do?
I'm
Like,
like-
did you do like 6 in a row? I don't know how many. But you did
We
a
did
bunch.
6, but not in a row. We didn't.
You sold out the place 6 times at Little Caesars Arena, right? The new
Yeah.
place.
Mhm. My hip was hurting. I was like, what is that in my shoulder? I'm like, because obviously when doing those Ball with the Ball songs, I bounce around a lot. And
Oh, no.
I'm 46 years old, and it's not going to go on forever. That was really kind of one of my deviant plans, like early on. Not only did I love country music, but I'm like, that is a way to get older in music gracefully. It's hard, man, in rock and roll.
Like,
Well,
health-wise?
I love Steven Tyler, but you see him bouncing around, you're like, come on, man.
Health-wise,
Tone it
like,
down a notch.
Steven Tyler, takes really good. He's come in before, and I had a
He's
whole
great.
conversation with
I
him
love
about his
Steven.
health and green juice and health-wise, so fascinating. I was like, wow, you really take care of yourself. But have you found yourself doing, crazy thing? I don't know what you were before, but now do you do anything you look like you take really good care of yourself.
Oh, yeah, the last, several years, yeah. I probably started around 40, and I was like, all right, cut it out. And I was out there.
What is that?
I'm sure you've
yoga?
Googled me before. Seen some of the shenanigans that went on, and it's all true.
I appreciate you taking time to come in. I know it's early in the morning, and again, I don't know how early in the mornings you usually get up.
I'm up at 6:30.
Are you?
Yeah.
Why you get up so early?
I like the mornings. I think a lot of people have said this. You get the time to yourself. And I get that 2-3 hours, to myself, and I really like it. It's just tough when you got to get back in tour mode and go to the West Coast, because then, 11 p.m. and being East Coast from Detroit, between Detroit and Nashville, it's, Grandpa's tired.
Even for me, I'll go work on the West Coast, and I get up at 3 in the morning.
Yes, that's got.
So I gotta get up. I gotta get up at 1 in the morning. If you go, let's just stop the West Coast. We'll just stay off.
I don't go to Europe anymore.
Well, champagne problems. Champagne problems. my friend.
100%,
Yeah.
but doesn't negate the fact.
Yeah. I'm glad you're here. I'm not just here in this room, but I'm glad you're here in the format.
Hey, years ago, when I had Rev Run on the road, one of my heroes from Run DMC told me I was bitching about going to Europe and this, and it was going to be blah, blah, blah. And he was in the same in my hotel room. He goes, hey, man, go where you celebrated, not tolerated. And I feel like that in Nashville, so
Awesome.
thank you, Tennessee.
All right, Kid
Have
Rock.
fun.
Amy, you want
Shout out.
anything you want to say?
Hi.
Oh, yeah. You've already said hello.
Okay.
All right.
Well, thanks for
As you
coming.
can see,
Thanks for having
we're all
me.
big
I
fans.
mean,
Yeah.
we're
Appreciate
not
it.
geeking out.
Yeah.
It's a